Today we're diving into a frustrating interview. Leland, Vittert, and Mehdi Hasan debating Trump's crime crackdown in D.C. But here's the thing. Democrats only know how to talk about January 6th because that's all they got. Welcome back to Kimara Reacts. Thank you to my subscribers for all of your support. If you are new here, please help this channel grow by subscribing, like and share the video. Don't forget to hit the bell notification. Let's react. Watch how Mehdi Hasan dodged every real question about the skyrocketing crime. They act like they care, but really, they're just trying to keep their power by distracting you with the same tired January 6th rhetoric. Democrats are like foreign nationalists in their own country. They don't like America the way you and I do. They live in gated communities, ride around with bodyguards, or you're left to deal with crime and chaos. And the worst part, they profit off the pain and suffering of everyday people. They don't want to talk about solutions because they've destroyed this country. They're weak, out of touch, and crybabies throwing tantrums instead of stepping up. Their only playbook? Blame Trump and January 6th. Enough is enough. These lame politicians have had their chance. They've let crime rise, family suffers, and the American spirit fade, all while they live in comfort and safety. It's time for them to go.
What is the right of the mayor and others to say, no, they don't need it?
Last time I checked, Leland, we're in a democracy, so that's the right of the mayor and the people to say that. I mean, D.C. actually is not part of our democracy, right? The people of D.C. have been disenfranchised for a long time. That's a whole separate discussion that we don't have time for tonight about home rule and control by Congress and the fact that they don't have members of Congress, etc., etc.
But Trump has the right to do this, so we've agreed on that. So
Trump has a legal right to send troops, and he doesn't have a right to interfere in the government, which he's now trying to do. Only Congress does. But, you know, let's just take this one by one. Statistics that you don't like. The statistics do show that crime is down, violent crime is down in D.C. These are FBI statistics as well as city statistics, as well as every stat out there. It's at a 30-year low, violent crime in Washington, D.C. It's down 35% last year, and as you said, 26% this year. You know who bragged? Leland, you know who bragged that crime is down in D.C. by 26% in April of this year?
I'm sure you're going to say Trump did, but I have no idea.
Trump did, yeah, Trump did. They took credit. They said, look, crime's down. Ken Martin, look, his acting district, his acting attorney, no, it's important, because when they wanted to show the statistics in their favor, they did. Look, it's down. Crime is down in D.C. Homicides are down in D.C.
Mehdi, you're making a mistake here, because you're making a mistake here because it doesn't matter whether it's up or down. It was at a high and out of control during the pandemic.
Yes.
Whether it's up or down is irrelevant. The fact of the matter is it still happens, okay? We have video from Friday night where a mob of kids took over a store and looted it. We have video from about a week ago where they beat up this mob of 15-year-olds were carjacking somebody, beat somebody up, almost killed them. What about their rights? I'm still trying to understand why, if you're a law-abiding citizen, more police is a bad idea.
But it's not more police, right? It's the National Guard. Hire more police. Did you know that the Trump administration just cut $20 million in security funding to D.C., which is weird because apparently crime is out of control. When you say it doesn't matter whether it's up or down, it does. Some of us believe in truth and facts. When you say, you know, crime should be stopped, of course crime should be stopped, but this is not the solution. Are you planning, or is Trump planning to send the National Guard to every city? Is he going to send it to Aurora, Colorado, which has a Republican mayor and a higher crime rate, violent crime rate than D.C.? Is he going to send it to every city? This is not sustainable, Leland. You're smarter than
I hope he sends it to St. Louis.
You can't solve the crime problem by sending the National Guard. We're Americans. We don't like the military on our streets. We're not a tin pot dictatorship. We should be able to sort out crime through law enforcement, through policy, which Donald Trump doesn't seem to care about.
So let's put the National Guard aside. Let's put the National Guard aside. What's wrong with having?
I'm not going to put the National Guard aside because it's quite important. It's at the core of this. This is about Trump wanting to do a power grab. This is about Trump's obsession with the military. You can pretend it's about. You think it's because Trump cares about crime in D.C. Really? Because I remember Donald Trump on January the 6th, 2021, not giving
Mehdi, oh come on, now for January 6th. Okay, Mehdi, no, Mehdi, come on.
Let me finish my point. This is a short segment.
I know you said that. 150 police officers got hurt.
Hold on. You gave Bill O'Reilly a lot of time. Let me give an answer. I'm here for much shorter time. Let me speak. on January 6, 2021, you may want to move on for it. We all watched police officers in DC being attacked by a Trump-supporting mob, 150 injured, 600 people killed.
Mehdi, you're going to sit here, we know the statistics of January 6th. Mehdi, you're going to sit here, Mehdi, you're going to sit here, Mehdi, you're going to sit here and say, if Trump cures cancer, then January 6th was terrible. Okay, the fact of the matter is you can't have an argument. You can't have an argument about what's happening on the streets of DC without going back to January 6th.
Because it's about
you won't talk about actually the crime.
Trump, Leland.
No, it's not. It's about how to have people be safe.
I said to you, Donald Trump doesn't care about crime in DC. You said, yes, he does. And I said, I'm going to give you evidence to prove he doesn't. If he cared about crime in DC, why did he pardon 600 people who assaulted police officers? You can't come and make this emotional
Oh, come on, Mehdi. You can't. No, you're talking about completely different things.
You actually care about crime, then.
You cannot talk about this. There's completely different things going on.
Why?
What do you mean either I care about crime or I don't?
Where was the National Guard? Where was the National Guard on January 6th?
Oh, come on. You can't do... No. This is silly. This is absolutely silly, Mehdi. You can't do this.
Why?
No, because it has nothing to do with what's happening or what the arguments are right now. Okay? And you can't... No, it has nothing to do with it.
Crime matters in D.C. The victims of crime matter in D.C. What about the cops in D.C.?
The only person who died on January 6th was a Trump supporter. And you can't talk about what's happening on the streets right now.
Let me know when you want me to speak.
No, you can't talk about anything. You cannot talk about this without talking about January 6th or anything else. You won't have an argument on the merits. Mehdi, thank you as always.
If you're tired of the lies, the weak excuses, and the Democrat games, smash that like button, share this video, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.